Hi guys, this is Gallifrey Customs and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm very excited to be taking a look at the other figure set in the current drop of B&M for this year. This is the second set out of 4 that is coming this year from B&M, and it's the History of the Daleks 21 collector's figure set, Eve of the Daleks. So as you can see, it comes in this lovely salmon pink packaging for Jodie Whittaker, which is a really nice colour guide. I do like it a lot. The packaging otherwise is the same as every other History of the Dalek set, so I am not going to go into that too much. But it does say featuring 2 Executioner Daleks and the 13th Doctor in a lovely red square. But yeah, otherwise, let's take a look at the other sides of the packaging. So on this side again, you've got the pinky red bit at the bottom. It says History of the Daleks 21 collector figure set featuring 2 Executioner Daleks, and then the big Doctor Who logo at the top. And then on the back of the packaging, you can see that there is a description of the episode. Please feel free to pause it and have a read. It says again featuring 2 Executioner Daleks, and the rest of it is the same as you see with every B&M package, so I won't go into it any further. Let's get them out of the box. So, as we've had with the previous History of the Daleks sets recently, it does come in this annoying blister. I'm not a huge fan of it. I prefer a plastic window and then it to be tied in with like paper ties, because I don't know, I think it ruins how lovely it does look in the box. Luckily for me, I'm not fussed and I'm about to rip this open and just have them and bin the packaging as I always do, so it doesn't matter to me. But as if I was somebody that does like to keep the boxes, it would bug me slightly. But yeah, let's look at the actual Daleks. And here they are. I was quite gobsmacked when I opened them, really, because they're really dark compared to the other ones. I will show some comparisons later, but they're a really almost like chocolate brown metallic colour, with a very, very almost silver-like gold for the hemispheres and the slats. It does look nice. I don't know whether it's fully accurate to the story. From what I've seen, the Daleks were darker in that story, but they weren't as dark as this, because the Daleks only got painted as dark as this for Power of the Doctor, when they had the other weapons, the plunger and the normal gun. So to me, it looks like it's the Eve of the Dalek weapons on the Power of the Doctor Daleks, which I'm sure will bug people. For me, I like them. I think they look really cool, and I'm excited to put them right at the front of my collection. They look really nice. I just think it's so nice to have something different other than the same bog standard metallic bronze Daleks. So zooming in closer on them, and you're about to see that they both have different ID tags, which is quite a nice little extra. I also love that for these Daleks they've been painting the lights, the frames of them in silver, because we didn't used to get that on previous Daleks, but it's a really nice feature that they've started including in just that little extra bit of detail. And then the other thing that's really cool on them is the new weaponry, which was designed by Nick over at Star One Props, and yeah, it looks fantastic. So when you put the original gold Dalek from Dalek, the very first Series 1 episode, the one that came out in History of the Daleks recently, and you can see there's a massive, massive difference in colour, entirely different. But again, they look quite cool together. I think it looks really nice, and I really do like it. The gold is very different compared to that one. And then if we take that out and we swap it for a Progenitor Guard Dalek, and again you can see quite a strong difference between those two. To be fair, I think the progenitor guard Dalek is probably too light, and it probably needs a bit of a wash around the hemispheres, but either way, it is interesting to see such a colour difference. Obviously there you can also see the difference in the weaponry. The new one has the claw and the big executioner gun. But yes. And then the final swap is with the most recent Parting of Ways Dalek. And the gold is a little bit closer in this compared to the other two. But again, such a really, really, really strong difference. But yeah, I think it's fun. Although it's not exactly right to the episode, I think it does look really nice as just a very, very cool looking Dalek. I do find in general with the show, the bronze Daleks do get really samey and boring. So it's really nice to have it mixed up. But yeah, I absolutely love these. Do go out and get them. If it bugs you that they're different, if the colour's not right, then you could always buy a Parting of Ways set and just swap the weaponry over, so that you then have some Power of the Daleks, Power of the Doctor Daleks, and you can then use the Parting of Ways Dalek with these weapons on it to make it maybe a bit closer to the Eve of the Daleks. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please comment for more, and I will see you all soon.